Solomon, we spoke about it last week, mate. It seems to be deja vu all over again. Another abject poor performance from United at home.
Yep, same old, same old. We can't go anywhere with this manager, honestly. Like, he's had 3 years and we don't even have a style of play. I don't know one manager that's been managing for over 10 years. I think he started around 2008, something like that, and he doesn't have a style of play. It's literally piss poor football. 90 minutes, hardly created any chances. Martial goal, Cavani header which he missed, which he should have scored right at the keeper, and a Ronaldo chance which was a bit tight. But honestly, this is really poor football, and he has to go. If we were a serious club, during this international break, we would sack him and replace him. I don't like this sort of reactive approach that we have, some of our fans have, where let's give him a chance, let's see if he can win something. But with this football, we know we're not going to win nothing. It's not sustainable. We're just playing off individual brilliance. So let's make the proactive approach, do what Chelsea done and bring in a top manager that can save our season. We're only, 7 games in? People are saying we're out of the title race. With this manager, we are out of the title race. But if we get a top manager who's got a clear style of play, that plays players off merit, that gives everyone a chance, we've got a chance of doing something. But with this man, we don't, unfortunately.
Would you say another manager coming in now, a different team completely, would be out on that field today?
100%. OLE picks players like McTominay and Fred, as we've mentioned so many times, that they're not good on the ball. They're not good enough. Both of them were poor today. All McTominay does is drop back and make sort of like a third centre-back position. Receives the ball so deep because he needs space. He can't work in tight areas. We need a centre mid that can play on the half turn, in between the lines, and as soon as the ball's received, bang, 2 touches, open out the feet straight forward, play the passes forward. And Van der Beek can do that, but we won't see Van der Beek, will we, under OLE?
That's it now. I mean, it's been well documented and spoke about a lot this week about Van der Beek. Players like that, like you just said there, who can look after the ball a lot better. Is ball retention affecting the rest of our team now? Because second half, we didn't create nothing, mate. With all the possession, nothing.
Yep, absolutely nothing. With McTominay and Fred, with players that aren't competent on the ball, we cannot link defence to attack. You see, every time you see us play, it's always around, cutting back, around, Varane to Shaw to Martial, back to Shaw, back around again. It's never concise and through the middle of the pitch to cause havoc. So, look, this falls down to style of play. As I've mentioned, this isn't sustainable. We have to change managers. We have to.
I mean, would you have, in terms of the starting lineup today, changed it up? First half, we looked relatively solid, going in 1-0 at half time. Everyone's happy. You'd expect us to then push on from there. Did you see us revert back to, like what you said then, the old OLE United when Everton scored? Because we seem to be playing a lot more. We seem to be playing with a lot more fear once Everton scored that goal. Yeah.
Firstly, touching on the lineup, it was something different. But one thing I find strange is why doesn't OLE change the lineup when we don't have an international break coming up? Which club football manager changes their lineup for an international break? We've got a 2-week break. This is where you play your strongest team, or according to him, what his strongest team is. Cavani came in. For me, I thought he was poor. Didn't link up the play. Had a chance which he should have scored. I thought Martial was one of our best players. I mean, if he wasn't injured, I don't know why he came off. I thought he was very bright on the left. And in terms of the second half, yeah, we did. As soon as even before we conceded, you could see that they were dangerous on the counter-attack. Every time we were losing the ball with Wan-Bissaka, Fred, they were just cutting through us. Gray, obviously Decore, and then Townsend scores. But yeah, as soon as it goes to 1-1, you could see the tensions rising in the stadium. 20 minutes left, 15 minutes left, 10 minutes left, and we're still not creating any chances. Even the fans pushing us on, it just doesn't make a difference.
In terms of expectations for the rest of this season now, mate, I mean, out the Carabao Cup, the league, you just said then, looks dead under OLE. Is there any hope of the trophy that every United fan says OLE needs to get this season?
Not a single chance. Not a major trophy, firstly, and even the FA Cup. You still need to face the big teams. OLE has shown it that he hasn't produced in the big moments. What was it, 5 semi-final defeats? Final against Villarreal. I even mentioned this when we lost to them. If you can't beat Villarreal in a final, forget it. You're not going to win a final. So we're not going to win a trophy. Premier League, 38 games. You've got to be consistent. You've got to have a style of play. You've got to have players that know what they're doing. that have clear instructions. So when you go out there and play teams like Everton, Aston Villa, you know what you're doing. In terms of the big games, yeah, we'll probably get up for them. We've got a tough run coming up. We may get up for those games and we may actually surprisingly get wins. But it's these games here where you need, the players may not be as up for it as they would be for a big game, but you need a style of play. You need everyone knowing what they're doing and just going out there and doing the job. Champions League, I mean, to be fair, at the start of the season, I said we may have a chance of the Champions League because in that competition, you can afford, let's say, a 2-1 defeat in the first leg and then win 3-1 in the second. You go through. We've seen that in the past. Plenty of teams have lost a lot of games, but they've actually gone on to win it. So, but then when you lose to young boys and you see again Ole's deficiencies in terms of tactics, not managing the game, I just don't know. I don't think we have a chance.
I mean, to finish off on some form of positive, some better individual performances there today. I mean, was you impressed with anyone in that United team today?
Yeah, surprise. Well, Lindelof, I thought he was man of the match. I thought he was
Very
pretty
good
solid.
point, actually. He handled Damari Gray quite well in that second half.
He did, especially there was one bit. I wasn't close. I was in the far end, Stretford end, but Gray was literally one-on-one against him, and he managed to earn a goal kick. I thought he was going to take him out for a penalty. I was dreading it, but Lindelof was good. Martial was good.
That's it, really.
Really, yeah.
It's a sad day at Old Trafford again.
Yeah, it is.
Cheers for coming on again,
Thanks
mate.
a lot again. Thanks.